Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Nerds Both 3, coming back with more DLC Murder on Eridanos. Yeah, let's get back to it. Okay, let's see. Let's look at my evidence room. Kate Charlie Day, do your thing. Ooh, so that's cool. We got footage and tapes. I feel like this is just a recap of everything. I mean, it's cool that it's here for sure. Right now it just feels like a recap.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Ooh. No, I'm gonna be a good inspector.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you. The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf. Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that. Make them suffer, Inspector. I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate. Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Bertie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
He's the perfect space goat. Fine.
Do you mean scapegoat?
Nope, I mean space goat.
Inspector, you're not here to help me find a convenient scapegoat. Scapegoat. Oh, for law's sake, now you've got me saying it. Just do what you were hired to do and find the killer.
It's good. I appreciate that moment. I appreciate the moment. How are these writers so relatable?
Ms. Leyva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leyva's followers. So tell me, what did you find? She wants to be arrested. That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer? Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Ooh, level up. I think it's the robot. I really do. I really do think it's the robot. Not again.
Not bad, huh? Here goes nothing.
Oh, that's where you are. Got it. Oh,
I
boy.
want to be your friend.
No, thank you. Like, wow. A little bit much. Boy, this is having me really excited for the Gorgon one. Because, like, yeah, the whole, like, hey, branching storyline and different suspects, and you actually have a reason to be paying attention to the characters in the story. Like, what are they going to do with Gorgon? Because Gorgon just sounds like you get attacked by monsters or something. Like, that's what that sounds like. That's also a mystery. That'd be awesome.
Appointment? Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment? Not entirely out of the question. Convince me. Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times the tips nearly fell off. Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume. Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself. Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you? Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
There was that guy at the orchard.
You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
All right, good thing we know the difference.
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
Do you ever get the feeling of deja vu?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one.
Oh, this is really
Mere
interesting.
days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust him. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, yeah.
This copy of PK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
We should.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. 98.3% of the dust particles are less than 500 micrometers in diameter. This unit is glad to have been of service, Inspector. The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
No, we've gotten a lot about dust. We've gotten a lot about dust. Let's go check out this possible receiver location. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Of course, it's in the bathroom.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Nice. This guy's way nicer than the other secretary.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect? That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to
Spectrum
steal
black?
a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop. Then there's the most recent theft, 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead. Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours. I wish you were being sarcastic.
Boy, like pretty much everybody, in, like her and the guy at the front desk. This building has my favorite workers in it. Hack 100.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported. and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe
Yes!
successfully
Vardy for the win.
Kill mode deactivated.
Nice.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Do it twice just to get more XP.
Ejecting data log 17C. Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Oh, maybe that's why it's all been random. They programmed this thing to take, but they didn't know it didn't have access to the cargo
Unit
lists.
entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
All right.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure? Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened? Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern. A cover-up. I see. The random theft was a smokescreen to hide what the culprit really wanted. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Oh, you know. Wait. Oh, this is interesting.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device? Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research. Unbelievable. I helped her, gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
That's both intense and a really good line. I don't need to say anything. This one speaks for itself.
I'm going to pretend you're joking. My point, metaphor aside, is that the woman is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not. Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
I feel like at this point, because I think there are 3 science weapons you find at this location. I'm pretty sure by now we would have found at least the second one. But neither's probably the reward for getting the correct killer. Ah, you again. All right.
Anyone else? That was fun.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Examine your suspects. Okay, we got Brady Holcomb, Spencer, Burbage. Prophet Cedric can. Let's look at the mascot. Let's look at the mascot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling confident about any of these answers.
Inspector? Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found. Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death? No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Let's drop a save. I'm not gonna save scum for this because that would kind of, I don't know, be dishonest, disingenuous. But you know what? Yeah, I don't have to get the right answer because you guys get to experience someone getting the wrong answer.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
All right, this is what we're here for. I gotta do it.
I should have stayed back on the ship with Ada.
You know, boss, there are days I wonder how you made it this far without accidentally shooting yourself.
Bold strategy, Captain. Let's see if it works out.
It's astounding you haven't been the death of me, Captain.
Sam says, let your automechanical do the dirty work while you keep your hands clean.
Captain, I humbly stand in awe of your ability to surprise. This is impressive, even for you. And by impressive, I mean astonishingly ludicrous.
I don't understand. What do you mean it was you?
Oh, that's hysterical.
That's... I don't have the words to describe how astronomically moronic that is. All right, I'm going to humor you because you're, law help us all, the Inspector. What possible motive could you have to kill Halcyon Helen? Ah, I didn't know that. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm not about to drag myself into your bizarre logic. You couldn't have killed Helen. You barely knew Halcyon Helen. She wasn't threatening your career or snooping around in your secrets. You see, those are serious, real motives. Exactly. Helen wasn't a threat to you. You weren't even here on the night of the murder. How could you possibly have killed her in the ballroom? No, don't you have any sense of subtlety? You'd have to deflect attention away from you. You rewrite a mechanical's programming. Every mechanical in this damned colony is armed. Even Burbage has a built-in plasma weapon. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right, I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take a wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Oh boy, this is. Oh wait, what's? Oh boy, this is exciting. I thought that would be the end of it. Apparently, it's not. Of course, it's the big. This is the big finale. It's the fact that, like, when I was saying, "Oh, I did," he's like, "No, you're supposed to." This is. I thought for sure he was going to explain that it was him the entire time. Like, me playing dumb actually convinced him to confess. Would have been amazing. Yeah, I'm still gonna loot you. It's like way over here. Ooh, baseball cap. Perfect. And then let's try to get this person back with Ellie's ability.
Catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
Okay. Theory. Evil twin. Second theory. Some scientists managed to create the fictional character, and the fictional character then killed the actress. It also explains why using her weapon specifically. Oh, dumb dialogue time.
Really, Quentin? This is the inspector you hired? No. Actually, it makes sense. If I was trying to frame someone for murder, I'd hire a gormless dolt and make them inspector too. Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Evil twin?
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling. Can you imagine the parents?
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. Certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
My plan to save Halcyon. I'm not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Ground. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again. A host only turns violent silent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent. Ludovico murdered my sister, Inspector. He killed Belinda with his own hands. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. In the end, I was the faster shot. Have you met Dr. Blossom?
I mean, yeah, she's
practically a reptile.
pretty evil.
A cold-blooded psychopath who toys with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy. The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
He also, okay, wait, so that dude that was dating Halcyon Helen was dating twins. Okay, yeah, maybe that was the real reason for the breakup.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Wow. I can't believe we're running with Halcyon Helen.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Whoa, level up so fast. That's pretty universal. Okay. Oh man, this music's good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a. Actually, also I'm not gonna drink any of the brine because we all know what the truth is with that. Wait.
Head through that door.
Okay. Oh, is this the steam vent that we need to avoid?
I've opened that door for you.
You have? Oh, this one. Oh, that's so cool.
Looks like he sealed the door. Try throwing that switch down there. That should get us through.
What switch? This switch?
We're close to the exit. Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out. This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies. Fat and wriggling with vital energy.
This sounds like the right idea, though.
I imagine you don't hear this very often, but that's remarkably clever of you. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move. See you soon, Inspector.
Wow. Okay. I thought for sure this was like the end of the DLC just because of you know, the investigation and everything was over.
You think that
But
fountain's got
there's
clear juice?
more. Which also is just a good sign of good game design. That your interest is kept like that, and then it's like, oh, I want more. Ooh, there is more. Boy, I really hope Gorgon lives up to the expectations I now have after playing this one, because boy, this DLC is fun. It's definitely worth it. Boom, it was there. Oh yeah. Actually, you no longer need the... You no longer need that scanner, right? I feel like we no longer need that scanner because, like I said, the murder mystery part's over. I can swap back to the revolver. I mean, I don't need the revolver on hand, so we'll just stick with this for now. Oh boy. There's like multiple parasites. This laboratory centrifuge. No training required. All Rose's laboratory equipment has been designed to use unschooled worker. Is this already there, or is this new? I'm pretty sure this is all new.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence. Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, I'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
It's a lot of numbers.
That's a question mark. Look, never mind, just listen carefully. I need 2 ingredients. essence of sprat, and a pod of parasite eggs. Please, for the love of the law, don't eat either. Go to the space
I really hope
port
it's not a dumb
warehouse
dialogue
and look
to
for
eating
the
either.
sprat essence. You can find an egg pod in the wilderness reserve. That's the place with all the trees. Please, let's not give Spacer's Choice any ideas. Essence of Sprat is not a perfume, thank the law. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony. Dr. Blossom experimented with Sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an anti-parasitic.
Oh boy.
That's reassuring to hear. I have complete confidence in you, and I'm not regretting my decisions at all. You'll be fine. The equipment was designed to be used by your average Rizzo's worker. It's practically idiot-proof. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites. Here, you take good care of my Needler, and it'll take good care of you. There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
Oh, you know I'm recruiting Cedric. I like that guy. Oh boy, didn't see that coming. What a twist. Okay, I actually don't know what plot twist I'm talking about because I recorded this afterwards and I don't know how long each of the episodes are yet. But I'll see you next week when we get back to more Murder on Eridanos. And yeah, honestly, I'm having a lot more fun with this than the base game. I'm been very impressed. That was honest. That wasn't just me BSing my way into an outro. Okay, see you guys next week. Hope you're enjoying it, and we'll stick around for the next DLC.